Jesse Sapedi, Marie Harbaugh. I mean, they got their kids to, in a position to go to college. That's where my mom and dad met. No greater assurance of, being successful than education. I truly believe that. Michelle Obama was the one who said it. I'm quoting her.
Asante, did he get hurt in practice today?
I didn't get a good look at it, but yes, seemed like he did. Got a tweaked his shoulder somehow. We'll see how it is. Questionable for the game.
And, just with DJ being out, probably opportunity for Ladd, maybe Quentin. Just who are you expecting to sort of fill that role, DJ out?
I really have excited to watch all our receivers. Everybody running, everybody alert. Ball could go anywhere with Justin, so I'm excited to see it play out.
Coach Crystal Rich, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Just taking you back now that the game day is right around the corner, taking you back to the joyous day of your introductory presser where you expressed so much joy to be able to work with Justin Herbert and be a part of this organization. Now that you've been through an entire training camp, preseason, you saw Justin get hurt, come back to health. What is your feeling ahead of week 1?
Love these guys. All the players, the coaches, the organization, everybody just doing anything and everything they can to help us be successful. And people also treating their job like it's the most important job in the whole organization. Checking, double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking. It's been great to be a part of, and excited for our ball team to take the field on Sunday and have it count. Let's go.
Obviously, you weren't here last season, but the Chargers took a tough loss to the Raiders in December. Do you feel in the locker room, outside of this is a division matchup, that these guys, almost the returners, have a little bit of a vendetta?
No, I wouldn't use that word. No, I would not use that word.
Would you describe it using any words? Do you feel anything of like an extra little oomph to get this week 1 win?
I feel that our team is pumped. They're fired up. They're ready to play. Opening day, that's a game 1, the opener. It's just huge. It always is in football at any level, and also have it to be a division game. It is a rivalry game. It's a lot of things, So I would just say our guys are fired up, and I'm fired up. I'm fired up to watch our guys compete.
Because it's a rivalry game, Raiders have history here in Los Angeles too. There'll be a lot of Raider fans in the building. Are you prepared for that type of hostile atmosphere, even though it's a home game for you all?
It's really always the same, home or away. I mean, there's 11 of ours out on the field, 11 of theirs on the field, and the officials. That never changes. So I am. I feel good that we're ready, that we're prepared and ready to roll.
Did you see the illegal formations that they were calling on the Ravens last night by any chance?
Yeah.
Any reaction to that? Like, as far as indicating to your offensive linemen to be aware of how the refs are calling that?
No, I don't have any reaction to it.
Were you at all aware of the emphasis this year? Was that something that you guys had talked about throughout camp?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were prepared for that with the coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah. The way they were calling it was how the emphasis that they told you about when they were here, like when the refs were here.
I can't say that. I can't say that they were the right calls or the wrong calls. I can't say that I wasn't there. Didn't go back and look at it on tape.
Was that something that was a big adjustment for the guys that you spoke with, or for the guys that you worked with in the offseason for the tackles? Was that a big adjustment for them when you guys communicated that this would be an emphasis?
We've communicated that it will be an emphasis, and I think they've adjusted to it. Now that rule is still pretty gray, as when it comes to rules in the NFL. I mean, there's a lot of rules that are very specific and very tight. I mean, that one does have some grayness to it. So
as far as like where the belt line is,
yeah,
stuff like that.
the belt buckle, the belt line, the belt goes. I mean, yeah, I think that we're going to do our best to be legal, and have emphasized it.
On tackles, just I apologize if you've been asked this week, but your thoughts on Joe Alt having a tough assignment, being face to face with Max Crosby.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it. If you don't like a challenge, then you don't like to compete. And one thing I know about Joe Alt, he likes to compete. So it is going against one of the premier players in the history of the league. It's a big challenge. But Joe Alt, he does not strike me as somebody that's afraid of challenges or new challenges.
A lot of the guys were showing off their work shirts yesterday in the locker room. Is that an idea that came from you, or like where did those come from? Their work shirts.
Yeah, it's very something that's very near and dear to my heart, really everybody's heart. It's an obvious motivational shirt, of work. But the other thing it signifies is there's somebody in your family, somebody in my family, somebody in everybody's family that did the tough job, did the dirty work, so to speak. And probably a job that they didn't love to do, but they did it to provide for their family and put their kids in a position to do a job they love. And we all do a job we love. And when I wear that shirt, and I love to work, that represents that, but it also represents Joe Sapiti, who got a sixth grade education, came over from Italy when he was 4, and he had to go to work. He had to go to work at after the sixth grade and provide for his family, and worked in filling stations and self-taught mechanic. And then one day he was very proud of the fact that he was teaching car mechanics, engine mechanics, at the Cleveland School for trade school. So yeah, I get emotional about stuff like that. And Bill Harbaugh worked on the railroad, was a brakeman. He wore a shirt like that, said Bill. Joe Sapiti had one that said Joe right there, and I got one that says Jim. So it's also honoring that person in your family that and it's maybe you got to go back just one generation. Maybe it was just your parents. Maybe it was your grandparents, maybe your great grandparents. Probably not going to go too much farther back than that. But each Bill Harbaugh, Joe Sapiti, Jesse Sapiti, Marie Harbaugh. I mean, they got their kids to in a position to go to college. That's where my mom and dad met. No greater assurance of being successple than education. I truly believe that. Michelle Obama was the one who said it. I'm quoting her. But yeah, put them in a position to do a job that they love. And Jack Harbaugh was a football coach for 43 years, and because of that, John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh, Joni Harbaugh, we all went to college and doing a job we love. So it's that's really the entirety of the blue collar shirt and what it represents. And just like you can see the faces here, you got somebody you're thinking about, right? You got somebody in your life you're thinking about who did that job, maybe 2 jobs, maybe even 3 jobs. Job they probably didn't love, but they had to put a roof and food on the table. The Spanoses, Alex Spanos, this building we're in, he made himself. And yeah, so it's also, besides being a motivational work, type of message, it's also honoring those in our family who did those jobs.
Coach, I know it's a small sample size, but what did you learn about the new kickoff rules in the first 3 preseason games?
Quite a bit. And you know, I've warmed up to it. Our players have been engaged completely. Ryan Ficken, our special teams coach, has been tremendous. He's just, I mean, talk about a guy coaching. I mean, coaching, working. You know, it's been on his mind, you know, since April, and coaching up our team. I think we've all learned a lot, and we're ready to cover them and ready to return them.
Coach, in the small sample size that you have with Justin,
And Raiders got really good returners, by the way. we're gonna have to be good.
in the small sample size that Justin has been back, has there been a receiver, Josh, Ladd, Quentin, that his connection maybe stands out to you or gets you excited?
Yeah, I mean, excitement for each receiver because they have elevated their game. Sanjay Lau's done a tremendous job. And just watching them, you know, taking the coaching, and then you can tell when guys are really taking coaching and you know, taking it in because how they go out and demonstrate it on the field. And I've seen Quentin take a big step. Josh Palmer has taken a big step. Simi Fehoko, you know, just really good. Ladd has been outstanding, and Darius Davis. And I'm going to say right now, I mean, he's a great kick returner, but he's got every license and ability to be a tremendous receiver in this league. You know, you can probably think of some of the names, you know, that I'm thinking of right now that he could, you know, he's in that ballpark and just keep chipping away at it and being really good. So yeah, to answer your question, those guys, Brendan Rice as well. You know, you just see him coming along, just the way he works. I mean, man, I hope he proudly wears that work shirt because that guy works, and he's always available. He's there every day. All the things, and you see the technique. You see the route running ability. You know, the catching, the nuances of the position. Just getting better every single day. So yeah.